Only one, because I didn't think the first half we were under a huge amount of pressure, but Liverpool were clinical and we didn't defend our box well enough, and before you know it you're 3-0 down in the game. And I thought the second half we'd done everything what you could do really. We defended well and we end up getting a goal back and could have even had another one back at the end. So yeah, it's a tough 2-game block and it's come at a tricky stage of the season for us, but if we take the lessons in the right way we'll be stronger for it.
They have fast wingers and a good number 9 as well that can hurt you in the counter attack, but I think we've controlled that perfectly. Yeah, the only thing where we're not happy about is conceding a set piece in the end.
We also stay very focused and we know what we're playing for in the league as well and in the other competitions as well. So we are there every day on the training field to keep improving ourselves, and yeah, hopefully we can keep winning.
Did you dream it could have gone this well for you so far?
I, as a manager, I don't think you dream that much. You don't think about when you start at a new club about the amount of points. You just think about, okay, how can I make sure these players play the style I would love them to play? And they've started off doing that from the start. And today as well, the work rate they put in if we lose the ball is a joy to watch. Although many fans prefer to see goals and assists, but I also like the work rate we put in every single game.
Arne, how would you sum up that performance?
Decent, dominant, scoring 4 goals, always nice. Hardly gave away any chance at all. I don't think we conceded almost no counter-attacks, which is not always easy if you play against the low block and the fast strikers, wingers they have. Unfortunately, we conceded from a set piece in the end, because if we wouldn't have done that, I think it would have been a complete performance. Now we're a bit dissatisfied with the goal we conceded.
An early goal always helps, and it was well taken by Szoboszlai. He had a good game, didn't he?
At first I thought, oh, Mo, play it to Mo, but he decided to go for himself and scored a goal. So yeah, pleasing to see for him, because he's been working so hard for the team every single game. And that he now comes off the pitch with a goal is also pleasing for him.
Yeah, I spent the afternoon at Liverpool yesterday with Arne Slot, and you could see the culture of the club and how relaxed everybody is, but also the intelligence behind their football. Another emphatic victory. What impressed you most about this particular performance, Danny?
Well, I've eulogised a lot in recent weeks about Liverpool's forward players, the creativity, the dynamism, strength and depth. But I think the bedrock of their success is the centre-halves, Van Dijk and Konate, and with Gravenberch just in front, which has been a masterstroke from Arne Slot. They were just superb. Now, we know they're going to play high because they've got the athleticism to do so, physicality against the lap there early on, because at Anfield they dominate most teams, but it's not just what they do without the ball. There's Gravenberch tidying up in front of his 2 defenders, but it's what they do with it. I think if you want to be a Premier League title winner, you need your centre-halves to play good football. And Konate's undervalued in that respect. When he misses games, they're not as strong. Here's another wonderful pass from him. You know, people think of his pace and his athleticism and tenacity and his defending, but he's actually getting much better with the ball and much more confident. And it's so important for Liverpool. This is the defensive tough, good position, nice and close. The pair, and Van Dijk always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Super Bowl. But this is the bit I'm talking about. So, trusting your holding midfield player. I mean, Gravenberch is a beautiful mover with the ball. He's good at spotting danger, but when you can do this and get Liverpool to get his team on the attack from one simple pass into his feet, makes you a very difficult team to play against. There's Van Dijk spraying it about like he does, effortlessly. And I just think this trio, and 2 of the 3, of course, who've played nearly all the minutes, there they are, look at them, ready to pounce. They know Delap's a good player. They don't care about what's behind them because they know they can get back. And there's Gravenberch again doing his tidying up and using the ball well. And it's a really important trio for Liverpool moving forward in, not just the Premier League, the Champions League as well. And when Gravenberch does actually release himself on occasion, he's a really good passer of the ball, and he spots passes, and they've got variation in that midfield. He's not stuck there. But those 3 for me moving forward, and especially this man, he's the only reason I think Liverpool could have a little wobble if they were to lose, and God forbid for a brief period. He's the man. 300 appearances. What's that? 209 wins.
Top 3. Let's have a little look at how things stand. I mean, it's not over clearly, but It's getting closer.
Yeah, they're just on,
I mean,
they're on an
hard to
incredible
envisage
run.
them slipping.
And they've got so many options as well, Gary. I mean, I agree with Danny. The one injury that could hurt them if it were to happen would be Van Dijk. But everywhere else, they've got strength and depth. And you mentioned him. He's a great player, Van Dijk. Incredible, strong in so many positions.
Okay. That interview with Arne Slot will be out in the next week or two, I think, on BBC and website and everywhere else. It's another busy Sunday of Premier League action on Match of the Day 2.
They are keeping going. Arne Slot said it was decent, it was dominant, it was certainly comfortable. But that man we've just heard from, Cody Gakpo, is one of many positives at the moment. Another 2 goals for him. 9 in 9 at Anfield now.
Yeah, I mean, he's done well since he's been at Liverpool, but we've seen a real sea change, I think, since the summer, since the European Championships, and he's come back. And I would have said before the season he probably would have been an impact player in the big games, possibly would have been on the bench and come on. Now I think he's cemented his place in the team. His performances have been exceptional, scoring goals. His productivity levels are right up there now. So yeah, he's one that's forced his way back into the team. This is, the first one was a tap-in, but you've got to be in the right place. And again, right place, right time. It doesn't half help, though, when you've got somebody crossing the ball like that. A little bit like you back in the day, Sean.
It's way better than me.
I'm trying to be nice.
No, that's the thing with Trent. I think once you have that level of understanding between 2 players, as soon as he gets that ball at his feet, Gakpo knows the ball's coming. He just has to make sure he's in that right area, and right there he was. And the header was a fantastic header.
Yeah, and you trademark Mo Salah goal, Claude. 100 for Liverpool in the Premier League at Anfield. I mean, he's right up there with some of the best players we've seen in this league, isn't he?
Oh, I love him. I love him. Good finish. Good finisher. This goal is amazing. We talk about Owen before. It's impossible. It's like he knew why we put this ball and he scores great goal.
And he still is the Premier League's top scorer. But in terms of Liverpool and the options they've got 3 in double figures there. And Jota, who's missed a lot through injury, has 8. The firepower they've got must be the envy of most of this Premier League.
Yeah, there's some big names up there that score big goals, and then you even go back and look at their defence. I mean, Virgil van Dijk can score goals, to score big goals. You've got the 2 full-backs that have been, the best creators and score a few as well over the years.
Szoboszlai scoring again.
Szoboszlai scoring now. McAllister, I don't think he was on that list. He can score a goal. So yeah, goals from all over the place. But when you've got somebody that simply scores every game virtually, then it's just, it's just different classes. Imagine being a manager just knowing all you've got to do is write Mo Salah's name on the team sheet and virtually guaranteed a goal every game. It's incredible. And that goal, as Claude says today, might look easy to some people that aren't accustomed to playing football too much. That was tricky. The ball bouncing right, so the ball's coming up at you. You've got to try to keep it down quickly, get yourself an angle as opposed to going out of play, coming back into the danger zone where all the people are, and then you've got a goalkeeper stood in front of you. You can only hit it high when the ball's jumping up. It was so difficult. But Mo Salah makes things look easy. Incredible.
And Arne Slot's making it look easy as well. Still just beaten once in the Premier League and twice in 34 games since taking charge.
Yeah, it's for me, it's the little tweaks. They're not, as we always say, they're not as gun-ho as they used to be. They're that bit more conservative, especially if you look at, say, Trent's positioning sometimes, which is helping him defend his areas a lot better, but he's still getting forward at the right times rather than all the time or always in the middle. And I think it's working, and that conservative play cross with them, they can destroy you in transition, as we see them do to a lot of teams. It's perfect, and long may it live for them.
Liverpool away to Bournemouth next in the Premier League. So Liverpool did their job. Arsenal, unlike last weekend.
About your 2 goals. Talk to me about that Trent Alexander-Arnold ball into you, because it must be a dream getting onto the end of balls like that.
Yeah, I think everybody knows his quality. He showed it a lot as well this season. I think at Tottenham he also had a great ball for Lucho, a similar goal, I think. So yeah, he took a touch, and I was eager to be on time in the box, and great ball, good finish, and good goal.
This time last season, Liverpool were pushing, you were good, but this time you just look so comfortable this season. What's different? What's changed?
Obviously we grow as a team. 1 year more together, know how we play together. Obviously, different manager as well. Slightly different style of play, more possession based, and I think everybody is in a good form. But yeah, we have to keep going.
And they do keep going, and we'll come to his form in a moment. But from the moment they took the lead after 11 minutes, this was a very comfortable day for Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few heart-stopping moments in recent weeks with Liverpool fans. Of course, Núñez had to rescue them last week away at Brentford, but there was none such of that today, Steve. It was quite comfortable from the start. We highlighted at half-time, Ipswich could have potentially stopped that at source, maybe cut the ball out from Canate into Szoboszlai. Maybe Calvin Phillips was in the wrong position, and then once they scored that goal early, it was basically all over. Liverpool put the game to bed quite quickly, and it was a comfortable day's work.
Yep, and Mo Salah, as you would expect, Sean, getting in on the act, 100 Premier League goals at Anfield.
Yeah, and you could see he was searching for it from quite a while back in the game, but the first touch and the cleverness and the quality to hit the roof of the net, for me, it was a fantastic finish.
Yeah, it's on his weak foot, isn't it? His right foot. He's got to take his touch almost back in field, almost back towards the defender. So it had to be so tight, such a tight touch. Brings it back onto his good foot, onto his left foot. The only possible angle was to go high as it's bouncing like that. Not easy to control, but he made it look so easy. That was a really good finish.
And we just heard from him, Claude. I mean, Cody Gakpo is in some form. 9 in 9 at Anfield. Another 2 goals for him today.
It's unbelievable. We see the delivery, the first, and the second one. Liverpool play sure, like easy. They are strong. The way they play, they are together, pressing. You see, they know they will go forget this title. I'm sure they have confidence. You see the players smiling, play together. It's like teammates. Remember the way we play with Chelsea, we always be like this. The pressing, you see the pressing is like high all the time. They know leave the team adverse play football simple, good. It's like attack defense.
What about this delivery?
It must be a dream for strikers, Mo. Like, as soon as he gets it at his feet, you just know the ball's coming in.
Yeah, I mean, there's no one like him, is there? No one like, certainly in his position in the world. I mean, yeah, he's a special talent, all right. And Ipswich get their consolation goal for Greaves at the end. Nice header, set piece. Don't think Arne Slot will be too pleased. I mean, you get a little bit proud and protective of a goal, of a clean sheet, so a bit frustrating there, but in the main, it was a comfortable result for them. And as I say, it was that ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold at the end was just exquisite.
So last weekend we saw Liverpool win late on. Arsenal couldn't do their job.